And we're back. Okay, here's the finished result. I have to say, I am really happy with this. Turn it around this way. I think this turned out so nicely. I did two things differently this time that I have neglected to do in the previous attempts. One was the base coat of black resin I put on here was very, very thin. It wasn't epoxy method thin when you're just putting enough on to hold some glitter on the cup. It wasn't that thin. I'm not talking 2 or 3 milliliters. It was probably between 8 and 10 milliliters, but I kept it very, very thin compared to the other attempts I've made. So there's resin on there, but not a lot of resin for movement because I really didn't want my lines to move. The other thing I did this time was at the end when I had a ton of bubbles. I don't know if you could see it at the end, but if you looked at the horizon of the cup as it was turning on the turner, there were a lot of bubble bumps, a lot. So this time I took my own advice and that of some other folks, and I used just my long neck lighter. I held the flame right against the epoxy. So there was a little heat involved, but it was just right where the bubbles were, and it popped them successfully. I don't have bubbles this morning, but it didn't cause a lot of swirly movement like using a torch or a heat gun would do. So as a result, this is so pretty. I'm so sorry that a customer ordered this and I have to send it off. But at the same time, I'm glad she convinced me to give it a try on a 30 ounce. This was my biggest attempt yet, and I think it went pretty well. I still have an awful lot of tadpoles instead of just lines. I don't know that I'm ever going to figure out that. Some places are successful in getting lines, but you know, as you can see, a lot of tadpoles there. Let's take a look at our bottom. I tried to remember to include various colors on the bottom just a little bit, just to make it look like, you know, the color reached the bottom, basically. I think this is gorgeous. So let's go outside now and take a picture of this in the sunshine. Let's see how gorgeous it really is under sunlight. Thanks everyone, stay safe. I'll see you in the next video, but don't go away.